Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Python Essentials. Uh, so we basically have been learning a lot of concepts. Let's just try to put all those concepts and see if we could make a good use out of it. So I'm planning to make a simple game up kind of an application where you need to guess the number. So pretty much that's what's the exercise gonna be for today. So if you people know how to do it, you could just go ahead and then come back and check with the code. And for people who don't, you could just see the code that I've typed, maybe get a glimpse of what is going on, and then later, type it out. And if you have any doubts or any queries, anything, you could just leave it down in the comment section below, and I would be more than happy to help. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to type the program, and then I'm going to explain step by step how this program works. One thing to note is yeah, so the program is basically going to be a game where a random number is stored, and you select a number between 1 to 10. If the number matches with the random number, then you're congratulated. If it is less, then a message is printed out which says less than, and if it's greater, it's printed out greater than. So that's pretty much it for today's exercise. So let's just get started and see what we could come up with. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. Let's just run the program and see if everything's working fine. Else we'll just have to come over and change the program. I hope things are working fine. Anyways, yeah, so I just save it and I'll run it. So guess any number between 1 and 10. Let's see, 3. Okay, 3 is less. Okay, maybe 6. Okay, 6 is greater. Okay, I got it. Alright, yeah. So guess any number between 1 and 10. I'd go for 4. It's less. 6 less 8. Yep. So 8 was the answer. As you could see, I've put in the exit method. That's the reason it got exited. Let's just remove the exit method and then run and see how the program looks. Guess any number between 1 and 10. 2. Okay, it's less. How about 6? It's less. 9. Yeah, so 9 is the number, the random number, and 9 is the number which we guess. So hence I get the message congrats. Okay, so we could do one more thing. Mm, all right. Before I change the code a bit, I'll just explain quickly what things are and how the things work actually. So we have import random here. So what is an import? An import is basically like a package or a directory, or more specifically a library that stores a lot of methods and functions and all those kinds of things that are required for the Python programming. It's just like Java packages, and that's pretty much it that you need to know. Import can be anywhere. You could just put import over here. You could just type import random. You could just type it anywhere you want, but code ethics, you normally, all programmers, they just type it on the top, so we just go ahead and follow them. And then as you could see, I've taken a random number, and in random number I'm storing random.rand int 1 command 10, which means that number will always be randomized between 1 and 10, and that is stored in the variable rand int. Now what happens is, then as you know, it's just a print statement. However, I plan to take a separate video and explain you about the conditional statements, but here we are working with a program already, so maybe let's just go deep in and have a look at how things work. So as you know, while you would have to define a condition. So the condition is true, while true, which means that if things are, if things are true, then the loop will be continuously executing as long as you put an external command. For instance, break. Oh, here I haven't used break for the reason I thought I'll just use break and then I'll show it to you. But if you break it, if the number becomes greater, then the loop exits itself. So for this program, break wasn't necessary, so hence I did not use break. Now next what happens is, you see guess in the, and I've already told you about the input which stores the number in the guess number, and after that is a if loop. If statement is a very popular and it's like the most used conditional statement, where if int of guess number, I told you input is taken as a string, so you need to convert it to an integer which is equal to rand number, and if it's equal to rand number, then you print congrats. So that's pretty much it with if. Elif is if this happens then do this. Elif means if this doesn't happen then do this. So that's the logic behind elif. Else, you could use elif if you have three or two or more statements continuing if statement, or you could just use else if you just have one statement preceding if. So that's pretty much it with the while and if. To give you a brief introduction of the conditional statements, about the import of library functions of the library, and how random int is used to just make a simple random guessing game. However, uh, I would suggest you people to go ahead and modify this code a bit, where you could add the number of tries that the user takes to guess the correct number, and after that you could post your queries.